Hello, my lady. Are you in need of assistance of some kind?
If you must know, I'm trying to ascertain the best way to climb over the garden wall.
Whatever for?
Oh, well, that is impertinent. None of your business.
Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Summer's Child, and since today we're talking about a Netflix series called Queen Charlotte, maybe I should talk in a British accent. Charlotte was brought from Germany to marry King George, whom she's never met before, nor does she knew anything about. Okay, I'm stopping that. She tries climbing over the wall to escape him, but he charms her and she decides to go through with the wedding, only for him to leave her at her own house, as he calls it, where he wouldn't be living. So she regrets her decision, thinking she has made a mistake due to her confusion. She spent her days in the palace alone until she couldn't bear it no longer and went to his estate to confront him, where he was looking up at the stars, studying astronomy. So she became even more upset, to the point where she refused to be his wife anymore, but was warned that her position as the queen is in danger if she doesn't change her mind and consummate the marriage. Finally, King George pays her a visit, trying to explain his odd behavior. One thing leads to another and...
Charlotte, do you know what happens on a wedding night?
Oh, yes. I know everything. I have seen drawings and had a detailed explanation as to what is to occur.
Well, that is good to know.
They try solely focused on producing an heir, saying once the deed is done, they can happily part ways. But the queen's attention goes to the needs of her people, and she understands more her role in uniting society. So she takes her husband out of his comfort zone and into a party to try and accomplish that.
Thank you.
You never have to thank me. We are a team. Are we not?
King George has been ill with a case that no doctor could figure out until one from Jerusalem suggests that it's not physical, but rather mental. Due to the king being a privileged man all his life, he had everything he wanted, and a scientific torture was going to cure him. After a while, the king felt that his wife was his real treatment, and he presented his doctor with his own diagnosis.
I have lived my entire life in terror of acting incorrectly because every incorrect action threatened the ruin of England. The terror nearly broke me. Now, I have met a woman who is never terrified, and she is the most royal person I've ever known. Excuse me, Doctor. I have a party to attend. You are dismissed.
Lady Danbury, the Queen's friend, finds herself in a very difficult situation after her husband's passing, since the law is not clear in her case and she might be left penniless. Whereas King George is being tortured by the hands of a doctor who claims he has his best interest at heart. But really, how is that possible? So to his rescue comes Queen Charlotte.
Untie him! Untie the king! Everyone out, now!
Charlotte accepts George the way he is, faults and all. If he wanted to be a farmer all day instead of being a king, she would let him, just to make him happy. And she will stand by him when he has duty to help him through no matter what.
I'm not a king. I'm no one's king.
You will do better next time.
No, there is no cure.
George, I will not leave you.
You should.
I will not.
You have half a husband, Charlotte.
Then we shall make it the very best half. I love you. It is enough.
I didn't like how all the characters are morally grey, acting on a whim. To me, flawed characters are fine, but the moral ones are not. Clever and stupid characters are fine, but ones who act with absolutely no thought and come out on top are not. What really bothered me while watching was the friendship between a married man and a grieving widow, which turned into a physical relationship, then had to end because it was wrong. Why write it like like that in the first place? The woman needed help, and the man betrayed his family, betrayed the wife he loves and the daughter he's raising to be strong and clever, only to regret what he has done. That was poorly written just to have an R-rated scene with both of them. This is basically a story about a woman who stood by her man, securing his crown by giving him offsprings and all the worldly comforts he needed in his sickness. But at the same time, she wasn't a great mother or a ruler. It's a wonderful idea on paper, but it came out dry and boring at times. Please, Netflix, do better. You can do it. Thank you for watching. See you very, very soon. Bye-bye.
I have only ever wanted him to be happy.
He is happy.
You make him happy. Thank you, Your Majesty.